Hey guys, what's up? It's Quincy Drew here. So I did a box of nickels and a box of pennies last week. I believe it was like the last week of January or something like that, or first week of February. I'm not too sure, I just can't remember off the top of my head. But it was a fairly decent box, and I actually got a coin that River Rat 2013 has been looking for, and I'll show that up there last. So let's get started, guys. So we got a 1961 uncirculated, or at least AU condition, penny. It's in pretty decent shape. Got quite a few 1960s that are in fairly decent shape. Got a 1964 in pretty nice shape. This was really nice. It looks a lot better in person. I just hate that there's corrosion up there, which really sucks. I got a 64D, 68D, 75, really nice high strike, 84D, it's an okay shape. Got a 1961, whoops, it's uncirculated, so I believe it's in really nice shape. Take a look at the back. This is really nice. This was a good coin to find. Take a look at that, really nice. And then I got a 1965 again for like the third week in a row. This is what I believe to be uncirculated. It's pretty nice shape. I got a 1964D. I think it might be a double die. It's kind of soft there. It kind of looks strange. Maybe you guys can see that right up there. Right up there. Might be a little bit of cut up in the D and God. It's in okay shape. It's AU condition. Kind of dirty on the back though. 1972. It's kind of off center. The 2 is kind of strange. I'll take a look at that later. You get an offsetter 1994. Not you know like a major find or anything. Just neat. You got a 2006 D. And it's really struck through grease like really badly. Date's pretty much gone and there's no mint mark. It is a D though, very slightly you can see a D. Got some strange coins. I got a 1980 and it's very like highly pitted. Look at that. The FG is totally gone. I don't know if someone tried gold plating this or something. It's like burn marks on it. Very strange. 1982 D. It's very hazy in the back. I got a 1982 D and this thing's been a fire. Like look at this thing. Look how thin this is. If I can get that. Look at that. This is like kind of sad, but it's really bad. So I'll just toss it back. It's really just junk copper actually. I got this 1962 nickel. It's been cleaned, but I kind of just put it aside because I figured maybe it was an impaired proof, but no impaired proof really has it. Kind of like a proof, kind of polishy color to it still. It's kind of, yeah, you can kind of see that right there. It's like it's been cleaned or something. I don't know. I'll take a look at it later. Got a 1970S, large date, not a small date, pretty decent shape. Got a 1955 Canadian, which is a good coin. If you guys don't know, 1955 Canadian pennies can bring up towards the 85 bucks. If they're like some sort of strap variation down by her shoulder. So that's neat. Got a really nice 1960. There's like some damage in between the 0. I got a 1991, it's harder to find. At least for me, I only found 3 of them when I went through and got rid of a bunch of my pennies. I got 12, I think 12, 369, 12, or 13 including that, I'll show that also last, wheat pennies. I got, oldest is 1936. 1936, none of these are double dies by the way, it's like VF, that's a really nice coin. A nice, probably XF45 to AU50, 1941. Detector find possibly or in the ground 1942. 1944, 1944, 1946, weird colors, 1947, 47, 51D, 52D, and a 56. So not bad with the wheats. I did okay. I've been finding, not that many wheats lately. Like I got up in the 20s and stuff, 20, 25 wheats a box. Now I'm just finding about 12, and that's reasonably acceptable. So now with my nickels I did fairly good, fairly well. 1939, plain, just a normal common date. Beat up 1939. I don't know if I'll toss this back. I keep all my 1939s separate, so I don't know. including my damaged ones. 1940s, it's a pretty good coin. Nice shape. Got this strange 1949, it's like been hit with something. I just tossed it aside because it's a possibility it could have been air, but it's bent as you can see. And this 1949's been corroded, or it's like been dipped in some paint or something. Could even be lead paint. There's a 49D. It's very worn. I'm gonna take a look at the mintages of this, and we'll see. And then I might probably just toss it back. I found a 52D. These are harder to find on the west coast or east coast, where I am. As you can see, the D mint mark's really like faded on a lot of these coins. It's like really weak. And I read an article in Numismatic News, probably around last summer or something, that these nickels were supposedly hoarded for some strange reason. I don't know why anyone would hoard 52D nickels, but I only find one every couple of boxes, but they made quite a bit of them. We'll just look back at a quick mintage, give you a small figure here. They made about, let's see here, they made 30 million of them, and it's only worth about $30 MS65. You know, you're not going to find an MS65 necessarily in circulation. But XF40 is about a 45-cent coin, and this is probably just about fine or VF condition, just around there, maybe even VG. And I actually got a 52S, which is nice to find some S mint marks. Also weak strike, like all the 52S's, 53S's, 54S's, and etc. are. Seems like. Actually got a nice harder strike 1954S, which was nice. Of course, these steps are totally gone. Might be an over mint mark. I have to take a look at that. This kind of looks weird. So yeah, that was pretty good box. Now here's the major finds. I'm gonna make some room here. So let's go over to the penny here. I actually did get lucky and I found a 1951D, and it's in really good shape. I'm going to say this is about AU50, AU55, maybe even AU58 at tops. Probably like the 50 to 55 range, or 53 even. Whoops. There is a little bit of wear, which sucks, but you know, you got a lot of nice color. The coloring's still on it, and got a little bit of a cartwheel still going. Just a tiny bit of a cartwheel. Take a look at that. Luster cartwheel more so on the back, but barely anything really left. Alright, now I got 3 awesome nickels. 2 I hardly ever find, and this one I've only found one of, and it's a war nickel. So let's start off with the coin that River Rat 2013 is going to kill me about. He's currently looking for this. This is a 1955, and it is a plain. 1955 plain, and I guess it's like one of the coins he needs for his book. Of course, I don't think you'll ever find the 50D, considering they only made about 2.6 million of those, and a lot of them were hoarded, and you know, the low mintage, it was pretty hard to get. I know that one guy went through 365 plus boxes, or 365.6 something like that, boxes last year on Treasure Net. He only found one, and I don't know, it was in okay shape, I think he said. But nevertheless, you'll find one of these guys, River Rat. I mean, they're not that hard to find on the East Coast. And you're going to find one, probably 5 boxes or so. I guess he's gone more than 5 boxes, but I don't know, it might even be more than 5 boxes. I don't know. I might have found this, last time I found this might have been 10 boxes ago. It really much varies. I got a really awesome coin here. It's a 1951. And this one was a shocker. It's in pretty nice shape. There's some like wear up there or something. It's kind of weird. Like, it might be a little bit of damage. It's in pretty good shape. It's a 1951, and believe it or not, it's actually an S. I'm probably going to pop this one in my album. I purchased one of these for like $1 or something a while ago. They're worth more than, you know, obviously more than face, more than your average nickel would be worth. They only made 7 million of these. And I don't know if they were hoarded. They're really hard to find. So that's a really nice semi-key date of the 50s. Second lowest mintage of the 50s, by the way, for circulated coins. And then a war nickel, I actually kind of wanted this before I had opened the box. I kind of wanted a 42S, and this is what it is. It's a 1942S war nickel. I know it's really worn. It's probably about G condition or so. That might be a die crack up there, by the way. But the one I have in my book is actually too big for the slide itself. So it like just doesn't fit right, and you have to like it would like, you know, bend the I'd have to like pretty much bend and possibly risk ripping the album to cardboard to get it in there. And the reason why is that it has a huge rim, like I think I said, but they actually contain more silver, believe it or not. There was some war nickels in the early 40s, like a 42 and 43, that had, you know, bigger rims, and they actually are proven to have a little bit more silver in them, like 20% more or something, or 0.2%, yeah. Well, I mean, it's 35% and you have 0.2, so 0.2%, not 20%. So yeah, this is just going to replace it, even though the coin in that book's an XF. You know, it's worth it, so I don't, you know, rip it. But yeah, guys, this was the box. I hope to get a new camera like I've been talking about. I actually just talked to my mom before making this video. I might have to pay for like half of it, since I got an iPhone instead of a camera for Christmas, which was really awesome. And whenever I get the camera, I'm gonna make this video right here, guys. And this is a amazing coin store find video, and it's probably the best coin store finds ever I've gotten. And I'll just tell you guys, it cost about $35 for this whole purchase, and I did purchase a huge silver dollar, and I'll talk about that later in the video. So just giving you a sneak peek there, guys. So yeah, guys, thanks guys for watching. Sorry this video was a bit long, but thanks guys for watching. Happy hunting. See you guys later.